Today we are learning how to design an umbrella using CorelDRAW. To design an umbrella using CorelDRAW, depending on the virtual computer, open CorelDRAW by clicking on the start menu and search for CorelDRAW, maybe by typing CORE. As explained earlier, the best way to open CorelDRAW or any program in the computer these days is through searching. So let's now open CorelDRAW. Our particular version for this process is called CorelDRAW 2019, the 2019 version. So you will wait for the CorelDRAW to load successfully. So you will now click depending on what you want to do. If you are starting on fresh document, you can click on the new document, or you can open previous work. All these are previous work, but for us now, let's just click on the new document. Remember, our work of today is we want to design umbrella. Whenever in CorelDRAW you click on new document, the create new document box will pop out. The create new document box, or the create new document box, you can select your paper. In Nigeria, our default paper is the A4 paper, the size. So you select your paper. From there you can select your paper size. Let's select the A4 paper size. That is the image just set here, but it all depends on the work you want to do that will determine the setting that will happen here. But we are just designing an umbrella, so let's just leave all the other settings as they are and press OK. Then the computer will boot and pop up to the page area. What you are seeing is called page in CorelDRAW. All your work must be inside this page. Any work that is outside this page is not inside your work. On an account that you want to export, you want to produce your work, you want to export your work to be result, e.g. you want to print. Any work outside this page, this is what they call page. Any work that is outside this page will not be recognized. Look at our A4 here. This is our A4 setting. So let's start. To start with, on the left hand side, there's what we call the toolbox. On the toolbox, just select a circular shape, or you can decide to use the shortcut to it. The shortcut to it is the F7. Click on it and use it to draw down the circular shape and drop. To drop is by clicking on this pick tool, meaning you drop. And now the mouse will not be free for you to do other work. Now this cycle, I want to cut this cycle into two, because it's the upper part of the cycle we want to use for our umbrella. So depending on the virtue of CorelDRAW, determine what you will bring out, or where your life will be located. In this particular version of CorelDRAW, you can locate the live item under this place. Click on the live icon. Then you can now use to slice your cycle up into almost the same part in this format, and remove your finger. This is now our cycle is now called into two. You can now highlight the dark side of the cycle and delete it. Then I decide not to measure my cycle into two, into exactly two equal parts, because my umbrella, the work I'm about to do, I don't need to divide the cycle exactly into equal parts. In CorelDRAW, there are so many other ways that you can cut. E.g., let's try another way. Let's delete the particular work and break our cycle. Let's click F7 or click on the circular shape. In the CorelDRAW, it's called ellipse. You can draw. To cut, we can use simplify. There's a feature in CorelDRAW referred to as simplify. You can use simplify to cut the cycle into two. To do that, you need something to simplify the cycle. Me now, I want to simplify the dark side of this cycle, removing it this side by, I can use the rectangular shape. To bring out the rectangular shape, you can click on this the rectangular shape icon under the toolbox, or just press F6. Now you can drag the rectangular shape in front of the cycle, especially the area that you want to remove in this manner. Then you cannot draw through everything. Press and hold and draw through the two shape. The two shape will now alight. I'll show you this manner. So you are looking up, you will notice some shape. Over mark each of them will show you the simplify. This is the simplify icon. If your particular computer, because of the setting, you cannot locate this. Depending on the version, depending on the version of the computer. In the particular version 2019, click on object. Then in the pop-up, click on shaping. You will see all of them from where to simplify and the rest of them. But if your computer is the setting of your computer is properly set up, then you can locate it somewhere top in one of the menus. Then click on simplify. After clicking, then you drop by clicking on pick tool. The rectangular shape. You will notice that the rectangular shape, the dark side of the circle is gone with the rectangular shape. This is the second way you can cut if you want to cut in CorelDRAW. Successfully now, this is our shape. We cannot color it. To put color on any particular shape, just go down to the left, to the right hand side of your computer. You notice some color. In any case that those colors are not present, meaning the setting is not properly done, in that case you have to visit our introduction to CorelDRAW to know how to properly put normal set before you can start working with CorelDRAW. Now, on highlighting the personal shape now, I will not click on any of these corners. It will enter the shape directly. I just need one corner. Any of the corner I click will enter into the shape. If I click any of the corner, it will enter into the line of the shape. Now if I click on the particular blue now, the line of my shape will turn to blue. To manage line, you can start to press the shortcut for line by pressing F12. Let's not deal with 9 now. We did 9 at a particular stage, but today we are designing up now. I would not need 9 that much. So after the next assuming our cycle, we want to put some little design to reflect the actual look of an blender. To do that, let's look for a circular shape once more through the toolbox. Click on the F-list icon, the circular shape, or press F7 as a shortcut. Then use it to draw one small cycle. And remember to draw by clicking on pick tool. Now arrange the cycle, those small cycle on top of your main work, the other cycle in this format. You can use the keyboard, the arrow key to support. Now duplicate. To duplicate in CorelDRAW, you press Ctrl D. Press Ctrl D on your keyboard. Notice that my cycle have turned to be two parts. So you will now arrange it accordingly as visual. Now you duplicate once more, and this my object now. I want those type of style to be in 3D form, and now you will not duplicate again. Notice that on pressing Ctrl D again, it just arranged by itself. That is computer for you. You do a particular setting once. Where that setting is needed, computer will be automatically repeating that particular setting. Now highlight the TV that cycle together by dragging through there. They will light in this manner to make sure that you reduce for them to fit it into your work properly, as shown in this case. There at this junction now, put mouse up and try to drag through the entire work so that the entire work will be highlighted. drag through the entire work to make the entire work highlighted as shown in this as shown now. Now you will now again use that our feature simplify once more. Over mouse throughout those icons to know the simplify icon. But if you use it frequently, you will now know the icon that is simplified directly, but not over mouse up and down. Click on it. After clicking on it, once more, drag through those cycles and delete. Press delete on the keyboard. You will got a shape like this. This is how we got this shape. Now this particular shape, now we want to put assuming that this our umbrella have different pattern of corner. There are many ways we will be able to do that. We will treat them one after the other. If you notice, my explanation of the particular umbrella, because there's reason we are taking umbrella today. My explanation of the particular umbrella now. There are many ways that can use it to do another thing. That is one thing about computer. One thing, it will enable you to do many others. E.g. now you now know how you can manipulate using the simplified function. You also know how you can manipulate using the live function and so many others. The next thing now, I want to manipulate color into this thing. Assuming I want some different form of color, not just a plain color in this manner. Then on the keyboard shortcut, I will now press F11. F11 is used to manage fill in the correct zone for any particular shape. You can see on pressing F11, this box pop out in the particular form. Now you cannot be selecting from the menu to determine if you are using your own computer picture or whatever. All you need to do is to study this box well. With this box, you can select picture from inside your computer or from predetermined picture that come with correct draw. Let's just choose this one. All you to know here, this juncture is that there are many features here. Just this edit fill box, which pop out on pressing the F11 as a shortcut. Now select what you want to show as your umbrella picture. Then you will now got something like this. In some other cases, you don't even want this. Maybe you want to separate two or more corner into it. Remember, assuming just one corner that we need, or clicking any of the corner as visual, it will enter directly. For a situation where you need more than one or two color, more than 2, 3 or 4 color, then you now use what you call the iterative fill, which is also found in other than toolbox, depending on the setting of your toolbox. But don't forget about setting. You know the shortcut. The shortcut for that, just press G, ordinary G into your computer. Then your mouse will turn to this. Drag through the umbrella. Now, to use this for the picture proper. Now we want to each corner that you want inside the shape to have 2 nodes. This is what we call node. Now the personal thing that be taught by the mouse is node. This one is node. Each of the corner you want must have 2 nodes, meaning this our first line now to have about 3 nodes. Now here, this we are me. I want 3 corner, different 3 corner. This my umbrella. Now I will come to a place like this. Double click. Those one now will represent one corner, those 2 nodes. I will also come to the beginning from a bit like this. Now I will set up my mouse. I will go to those one will represent another corner. At the center, since I want a separate corner at the center, I will position my mouse in this particular form or the line. Double click. You can notice another node. Then reposition my mouse. Double click. You notice another node. This my work. Now have about 6 different nodes as visual. Each of the total of this node represent one corner, meaning we have about 3 options of corner now. To start with, at the edge of the something, one of the node at the edge, press and hold, drag to the beginning of your work as visual now. Now to the other side, repeat the same feature. Drag, press and hold, and drag to so that the entire now will not be inside your work properly. Now let's now separate the corner. I want to put something like green, white, gray. So press the first node, locate the corner side, put gray. Now even the second one, cause remember what I said earlier, 2 nodes will represent 1 corner. Click again, you can select gray once more, the same corner that first select on the same one, on that first one. Next select green, I say corner, that is the same corner we select for that first one. Green. Now this second one, let us we need a green, white, green as in Nigeria flag. Select again, I click on the green, white, sorry. Select the next one, I click on white. Since we want green, white, green, you cannot select another. Those nodes at the edge of the circle. I select a green once more. Select the last node. I select green once more. You cannot see that we are in a situation of green, white, green. The main purpose of using 2 nodes to represent 1 corner is for special something. The something is it will make the corner arrange well, so that in the situation that you don't want as the visual to be straight, for the line of the corner to be smooth. E.g., because of the circle of this node for this corner can be used to smooth the line. Now let's move between the white and green here. Now we will now draw depending on how much space you want each corner to occupy. Then you will now use this other load to join them together in this format as visual. Now it helps for this 2 nodes that enable the something to be smooth for us as visual. Now the same thing apply to this other side. Then push this thing to this side, then you press and hold, push to this side, everything will smooth. You cannot see we have a situation. Yes, smooth. I'll try to drag it a little bit. Yeah, let this one come inside so that it's smooth this way. So we now have our green, white, green. We can now drop successfully. So this is how we're able to achieve this thing. Now concerning our Arduino, at this juncture, we can decide to design it to manipulate. But since we are still a little bit at the beginner stage, let's just use a capital enter J to represent our Arduino. To do that, in the CorelDRAW, to type test, you click on this test icon. You look like the capital letter A. It's called test tool, or you have shortcut. You can press F8 to implement it. Click and click on the screen. Just on keyboard type capital letter A. Sorry, capital letter J, not A. We want to use J to represent our Arduino. So one of the numerous nodes that cycle the J, you can use one of them to increase the shape size as visual. You can now recolor your J depending on how you want your Arduino to look like by clicking on any of this corner. Or you can even use F11 or using G to corner your shape. After everything now, you can now align both shapes together. And a group by pressing Ctrl G to make everything one piece. It's called group. You press Ctrl G. So everything will be in one piece. A big show. So this is how to design an blender. You can notice in the process of learning how to design an blender, so many things comes up which you can use to do other work. Thank you.